Let's see what we got here. Vinny Hagen, what's up, my man? The myth, the man, the legend. He is in the house. I ain't no myth. I'm a myth. I'm a man. I ain't sure as hell ain't no legend. What's up, man? Mike Aldan. Jay Palmer, welcome to the show. Haven't seen your name here. Thank you for stopping by, man. I hope you stay. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Hello and good afternoon. I'm in the shade, man. I'm actually hot right now because the sun's piping. Jojo, how are you? Hello and good afternoon. Game time. Hope you're staying warm. Yeah, it's like in the 40s, which is not bad. It was just cold this morning. Very cold this morning. Ronnie, what's up, man? Whoop that fanny game time. What up? What up? What up? Darlene Mosher, it's good we bring all these coaches that make a person talk to the owner, but until we do something in free agency. I agree, Darlene. It's all smoke and mirrors. And we'll get to the Jimmy Johnson stuff. I don't have a problem with it. But how's that going to work? If you're Mike McCarthy, how do you feel? Hey, game time. What's up, Crystal? How are you? Howard Dickerson, what's up? Another day in the life, man. I'm not where I want to be right here. I'm falling behind. Hamid, what up? Eagle fan in the house. Back-to-back Birds fans. What's up? Lady Lieber, how are you? Here in Dak, commanding $60 million going to reset. Nah, well, they're already making 60, I believe. But we'll save a lot of money. We'll save We'll save at least $20 million this year and $20 million next year off the cap. If we'll actually save $40 million this year off the cap just by re-signing them. You know how that works. What's up, Ronnie? Regina Green, sister from another mother. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Thomas Garrett, what up? Went to the gym yesterday. Not going to go today, but I'll go tomorrow. Today's going to be, well, it was going to be a long day. I might go tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I doubt it, though. Day after holiday at the post office stinks, but I did get like 45 minutes help. So I'll be working till 5:15, 5:30 as opposed to 6:30. So, but yes, I see where just interesting. What's up, Mr. Cowboy? Somebody, I saw it on, I think it was Pro Football Talk. They have an article up. 45 minutes. I'm getting a bachelor to the end. Yeah, I think Yuri's doing it when he's done. A little article is saying that the start of overtime in the playoffs will be the perfect time to do the onside kick. Think about it, right? My problem is the rules of the onside kick make it very slim to even be able to recover it. But the fact that worst case you give up a touchdown, you know what you need to go down and get a touchdown. Or you get the onside kick and win. I don't know. But that's what they were saying. Felix Rojas, what's up, buddy? How are you? What's going on? So today's the first day of franchise tags. Like Dallas has no candidates. We're not franchising anybody. Mr. Cowboy, Barkley to the Eagles wouldn't fit if you ask me. I don't think they're doing it. They're just Vegas had landed them the odds-on favorite. They're going to have some money to spend, but I did see where they might bring back C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That's what I saw. So Eagles need to do something with their third wide receiver. If I'm the Eagles, I'm bringing in a Michael Pittman type. That's what I would like if I'm them. You already got your small guy. And Devontae, you got your A.J. Brown. He'll be fine. And then, I would go get you a Michael Pittman. Watch how he cooks $60 million. Hamid, he can cook it all he wants. He needs to. But here's the problem. He needs it on his defense. That defense is leaking. Here, the Eagles are looking at Snead heavily and Noah Brown. I hope not Noah Brown. Snead will be good. Noah Brown, Short dog, I trust Howie Roseman more than Jerry Kapler. Oh, absolutely. Me too. And Howie we trust. And I'm not even an Eagle fan. As far as this time of year, I don't trust him in the draft. Uh, all in all, he doesn't really know what he's doing. Listen, Howard can draft better than Howie Roseman. Howard Dickerson can draft better than Howie Roseman in the first round. I mean, like in the draft. First round, you can't screw up. You really can't. It's second, third, fourth round guys. Catboy needs to be fired. Mr. Cowboy, our problem is that we get away from Will McClay in the second round, okay? We try and get cute and get value. We try and get value in the second round. We try, wow, this guy is coming off a torn ACL. If he didn't lose his foot, he would be a first rounder. So we're going to draft him in the second round. Can't do that. They don't need someone who will take targets away from Brown and Smith. Just someone who is reliable. Noah Brown is underrated. He's okay, Noah Brown. He's not horrible. For that role, I guess he would be okay. I just like Michael Pittman because, God forbid, something happens to year one or two. You need somebody. You know, that's the thing. You need somebody that... But you do have Devontae. He could be a number one. So, I actually like Devontae Smith better than A.J. Brown. Me, personally. Always have. He's just a very durable player for a little guy. A.J. Brown's that body type where it's here today, gone tomorrow. Mike Aldana, what up? Yeah, right? A Coyote. I mean, you know, I hope he goes to the Eagles. Get Noah Brown with Kellen Moore. Shows all in the family. Shows all in the family, right? Exactly, Michael Aldana. Dallas has to do what it takes to take a top tackle. Powers Johnson fits what they need. Yeah, they won't get... I like Powers Johnson big time, but they'll screw that up. They'll take one of the tackles, and that's fine. The Tyron Smith came out, people, and said he's not ready to retire, which we knew that. He wants to stay in Dallas. Okay. I don't think it's happening. I think he's gone, which is why I think we take a tackle in the draft. I think we take a tackle, whoever's left. Whether it's Tyler Guyton, whether it's Morgan out of Arizona, you know, we shall see. We should draft Jonathan Brooks in the third round. He was second-round running back out of Texas, but tore his ACL. Look, Mr. Cowboy wants to get value. You want value, don't you? Well, if he's going to be in there in the third round, why not go in the fourth round? I think Jonathan Brooks is going to drop. I think Jonathan Brooks is going to drop in the draft. I think he'll be a bottom of the third, fourth round pick. Just because. Running backs are running backs, and you're coming off an ACL. This is the one player this year where everybody's like, ooh, early on in draft process, ooh, you got to take him in the second round. You got to take him. No, you don't. And if you're going to take him in the second round, then good luck. He ain't playing this year. It's a running back. It's a running back with a torn ACL. I like the player, but he ain't going to be 100% this year. Why would you want to screw that up? So now you're drafting somebody in the second round on a 4-year contract that's not going to play the first year. So you're basically going to get 2 years out of him before you have to decide whether he's going in the final year of his contract without a contract, or as a lame duck, or you're going to extend him. Give me a running back we can use and abuse for the next 4 years, 3 years. This is where I disagree. I think we're going to get it right and dropped, and I think we're going to get it right. I hope, Darlene, I hope you're right. Let him walk. Let him walk. Anything for clicks, y'all. Cowboys fans. What's up, anything for clicks? No, we got Eagle fans in the house. We got Cowboys fans, and we got an occasional left-hand up Commanders fans. Giants fans, stay away. I think because they know how ass they are, they don't want to come in here. Unless you're a Giants fan, and then I say thank you. I'm not going to judge the Cowboys until we win. I'm going to judge them if we can stop the run, and if we can run. I like that. I'm not going to be mad if they take a left tackle, even though I want Powers Johnson, but what does that mean for our center spot? Yeah, does that mean that we're going to go with the guys that we have on our team? Not named Tyler Biadasz? Okay. I think we have some really good options, but they're not Jackson Powers Johnson. Running backs are undervalued right now. You can get backs for little. Exactly, Coyote. I would not take Brooks in the second round. I think he'll be there in the third round, and if not, then more power to him. I hope he has a good career, but he won't be ready to go this year. He may come back sometime during the year, but we don't need that. You do know Carter and Devontae Smith are Howie's picks. Again, top 10 picks. Hamid, what did I tell you? Hamid, you could do that. I told you I had Carter as my number 1 pick in the draft last year. Of course you're going to trade up one spot to get him. Of course. That's easy. Anybody can do that. My kid can draft Jalen Carter. Devontae Smith, top 10 pick or right around there. You traded with Dallas to get him. Not talking about that. Hamid, pay attention. Listen closely. What we're talking about is later on. Eagles fans will tell you that Howie's not the honest Eagle fans, that he's not the best talent evaluator. I mean, you give enough picks, you should be able to make it. I'm not saying he hasn't made any good picks. I'm just saying he normally screws up. How'd you like Nelson Aguilar? How'd you like Jalen Reagor? How did you like Barnett? I mean, it goes on and on. Jordan Davis might be that guy, Hamid. Jordan Davis might be the guy you're talking about after his first contract up saying, shit, we traded up to get him. As of right now, he's not giving you what you gave up. These are just facts. Every team makes mistakes, Hamid. I'm not saying they don't. Dallas has made their fair share last year, including Will McClay, pushing for Mozzie Smith over Tyler Bergeron. But Tyler Bergeron didn't really light it up either. They should have taken Steve Avila. But whatever. Thomas Garrett. There are going to be a lot of good players being drafted between rounds 2 and 4. Yeah, Thomas, I don't think we need to reach for anybody, especially a running back in round 2 that's coming off an ACL in November, no less. Are we done with Pollard? I agree we are. Mr. Cowboy, I believe Tony Pollard is gone. Maybe he'll go to Philly. You know, I just thought about that. If Philly doesn't re-sign Swift, which I would, as a Dallas fan, I hope they don't. I think Swift is a good back. But you could see Tony Pollard reunited with the Kellen Moore. Wouldn't that be interesting? Tony Pollard is not going to command that much money. Tony Pollard is explosive. He wasn't 100% last year. Mike Aldana. It takes one team to throw a wrench into everybody's game plan during the draft. Always does. Asman is in the house. Dude, man, my mouth is salivating today because I haven't been eating a lot of carbs. My mouth is salivating for a Guadalajara. What up? Ruben Walls. What's up, Ruben? Tunchi. What up, my man? How are you? Anything for clicks. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. That's you. I'll be like, bam. Boom. Shoot them out of the sky. Thanks, Lady Libra. Ruben Walls is in the house. What's up, Ruben? Howard, they need to figure out what they want to do defensively with the linebacker. Parsons isn't a linebacker anymore. I agree. But I think under Zim's scheme, he might be able to rush the A-gap some. I like that. Me and my buddy Robert Devlin will see you at Pink's during training camp. We can split a fresh Rosie O'Donnell on a warm, soft, moist bun. That sounds tasty. I got you, Robert. Ruben Walls, what up? Michael Rizzo, what up, my man? I'd like to see the Cowboys get Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. That'd be a nice sign. Yeah, Michael Rizzo, I did bring him up. He was one of the 2 running backs I would have some interest in. I love Josh Josh Jacobs, that would be more of a longer term deal. I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I do. I like Josh Jacobs. Injured a little bit, but I like him. But I don't know if they're going to do that. I was just saying, but if they do that, then we're not drafting a running back, and that's fine with me because we need linebackers, D linemen, and offensive tackles. So I'm good. We could even use a corner. You can never have too many corners, Michael. But I love Josh Jacobs, so that's a good call. If Catboy does his job, which I'm Darlene Mosher, I'm afraid that Stephen Jones isn't going to get Dak signed or CD signed by the start of free agency. If he does, then I'll tip my cap to him. If not, we're going to light his ass up. Good drafters or late rounds. That's where you get your... Yeah, exactly, Howard. And we seem to do better with our with our free agent signings. Marquise Bell, Millville, New Jersey prospect. TJ, dude out of Oregon. TJ Bass. He played guard for us on both sides of the line. He was an unrestricted free agent. I want to say John Stevens, the tight end. Don't forget about John Stevens, everybody, all my Cowboy fans. John Stevens, remember he tore his ACL during training camp last year, was the best tight end in camp. A college tall wide receiver converted to tight end. John Stevens could very well be a beast. Pioneer, what up, buddy? I like the pressure we are collectively putting on Cowboys management. I feel the same way, Pioneer. I feel like it's different. Now to hear that Jimmy is a consultant, whatever that means as far as Mike McCarthy, I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. After the Green Bay game, Jerry called Jimmy and said, what the hell do we need? You know what Jimmy's going to say? Speed and get this team in the best of shape. They had a huge offensive line, and, that's what it was. The great safeties. So I'm not saying that we may have an upgrade in our safety room. I'm just telling you. I think look out for a safety. Somebody that we wouldn't normally get might be there. Mike Zimmer likes safety, and Jimmy Johnson, Darren Woodson. He was the quarterback of that defense. Philly 500 talks. You watch when he's going to start making up players that they're not going to get. Yeah, it's that time of year, Darlene. Now he's on the Derrick Henry. He's a cap trade wizard, not a draft specialist. Yeah, and that Howard, there's nothing wrong with that. Even the best of drafters, you miss. It's not an exact science. A guy who I trust a lot, Brian Broaddus, is the one that won a Super Bowl with Green Bay. He was in charge of the Eagles draft room when he went out on a limb and drafted Jeremiah Trotter. Brian Broaddus, that is. He worked under Bill Parcells in Dallas. He's a Dallas grown guy now, man. And he says the same thing. Now, I'm an Eagles fan. There's a lot of big misses. Anything for clicks, like I just said, everybody misses. I'm just saying, I'll take Howie every day and twice on Sunday when it comes to the salary cap and acquiring talent outside of the draft. When it comes to the draft, pretty much everybody in here can draft in the first round. Let's be honest. What's up, Jay Palmer? What's going on? Value picks are found later in the draft anyways. Always remember Tom Brady. Yeah, Mike Aldana, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Dak Prescott. You can say what you want. He's a hell of a winner. He's going to probably go down as the most winningest Cowboys quarterback, not to win a Super Bowl. I get it. But regular season quarterback, it goes on and on. Howard Dixon, Howie's best pick over the 5 years was Dickerson and Ciamalo. I would agree with that. That is actually a good comment. Everybody's going to look at the flash player, But when you think about Isaac Seumalo, I think that's awesome. Dickerson, he's very good, but, you know, we'll see how he is without Kelsey next to him. But still very good. Thomas Garrett asked Philly 500 about Derek Barnett and Nelson Aguilar. Exactly. I mean, these are first-round picks. How about Jalen Reagor? Remember that whole Justin Jefferson's ass? They didn't get CeeDee Lamb. They didn't trade ahead of Dallas to get CD. And Justin Jefferson was on the board when the Eagles picked, and they didn't take him. They took Jalen Reagor. That's a big one. Thanks, Ruben. Man, me and my buddy Robert. Well, yeah, I got you, man. You want it on a warm? I'll see if they can. It has to be warm and moist. It's just me. But I think I'm going to Guadalajara. I think that's more up my alley. You could do the Rosie. Would you pay Pollard 2 years, $8 million? Would I? No. I think he Mr. Cowboy, no, buddy. I think we could do better. He's not the guy we need. We need somebody who can go up the middle and get me. I think Hunter Lepke can. So everybody's sleeping on him. I think Rico Dowdle is just as good as Pollard right now. He has never fully recovered from that leg injury. I don't know who's going to give him. You really have to put him through a strenuous workout. And listen, he should be happy. He earned $10.2 million last year, and he didn't play that great. And he wasn't healthy until later in the year. He should thank the Cowboys for signing him to that franchise tag. I could see Pollard going back home and playing with the Titans. He's from Memphis. I could see that on a young team. Definitely see that. And they'll have some money, Thomas, so they may throw him a little bit more than what other teams would. Jacobs will be nice. Mr. Cowboy, I like Jacobs. I always have. He's been banged up. I like Josh Jacobs. Love to see him with a star on his helmet. We'll see. Unless Jimmy Johnson's coaching Cat Boy not going to spend. Yeah, Hamid, that's the thing. We're going to call, us Cowboy fans are going to light him up. I'm expecting the worst. People say, oh, you're being negative. I don't want it to be negative. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm hoping I'll be wrong. But you know what I want? I want linebacker, and I want D tackle in free agency. No messing around. Go out and get your two guys. Give me Leonard Williams and give me a linebacker. Give me Devin White. Don't have to be Patrick Queen. You give me a stud. Give me a starting linebacker. Or give me DJ Reader and Patrick Queen. Or Devin White. Or there's a bunch of linebackers. Yeah. Only 16 here, upstate New York, and we got 3 feet. Wow, Darlene, that's a lot of snow. Would you pay Sam Williams a linebacker? That's what Mark was floating out. I would test the waters, but it's totally different than playing with your hand on the ground and then not having your hand on the ground. That's like foreign. Mark knows better, but if anybody can get him to do it, it's Mike Zimmer. TP is not worth what we paid him, especially if you can force him to be RB1. Exactly, Mike. He needs to go fly. He needs to go fly with the Eagles. Have you heard anything about LVE? He's going to make his decision. Everybody's expecting him to retire. I think he's going to say he's going to try and come back. That's just my opinion. I was thinking about it. I'm like, he's going to try and play, hold up a right. Yeah, it is what it is. But you would have thought if he was going to retire, we'll know hopefully by the draft, but not necessarily. He might take it all the way down to like a training camp and then bail out. Either way, if he's staying, we can't count on him. Cannot count on him. Mr. Cowboy, that occurred to me. I ran a Madden simulation and results vary. You can't miss when you use a stupid computer, and the Dallas Cowboys use the computer. Yeah. Barnett was the second round. Swoop, thank you for that. He was a second round pick? All right. Well, then, That would be a typical Dallas pick then in the second round. I thought he was a first rounder. But regardless, still was a fail. I agree. Aguilar was a terrible first round pick. He was huge during our Super Bowl win. Yeah, he was. He was. He had some good games. But, I mean, that aside, if you just take the player and the value at the position, he hasn't lived up to it. Shit. We've had a lot of players like that. Can you say Taco Charlton? That was a ring. Barnett was a big reason we won. Tunchi, he helped, but he's been a disappointment as a player. Come on now. Everybody can help. I mean, you know, if you had to redo and redraft, you wouldn't take him. Obviously, that's how you look at it. When you redraft, would you still take him? No. Remember that draft night back in 2020. Now Philly 500, which we had Justin Jefferson. Now, yeah, Thomas. And don't get me wrong, there was a lot of teams who, not a lot, there was a few teams who skipped over him. I think he went, 23? Where did he go? Let me know where Justin Jefferson went. I know where he went. He went to the Minnesota Vikings, but I want to say it was in the early 20s, and the Eagles didn't take. I think the Eagles had like the 19th pick or something, and they didn't take him. Howie missed on Jefferson, but that led to Smitty and also AJ, so not bad. But you can look at it that way, just like when we missed on players, and then we brought in, who did we bring in? Amari Cooper. Colby Jack, what up? I love me some Colby Jack. Little Colby Jack on with a little spicy pepperoni. Have you ever had someone... Colby Jack? No. But I did a lot of managing in the post office, and I've come across a lot of narcotics. Everything went fine, though. No, I actually... I ended up calling the postal inspector one time. I got a huge case of weed. I mean, we're talking a big ass box, and multiple times. And he said, "Nah, we don't want a case of weed. Just hold on to it. We'll come and pick it up." It sat in my office for like 3 months. My whole office smelled like freaking weed. I was getting a contact high every day. It felt like, and finally, I said, "I'm bringing it to you. I can't take it anymore." So. I want a linebacker via free agency and a draft a linebacker. I also want Thomas. We can get a linebacker. That's exactly what I want. I want a linebacker and a D lineman at least, and possibly a running back. Swing it. If you can swing that, then I'm ready to draft. O lineman or D lineman in a draft free agency. Yep, I agree with you, Thomas. Hey, there's 46 people in here. Get your legs up. Thanks, Ruben. I appreciate it, buddy. Barnett was a first-round draft pick from Tennessee, straight from Brentwood Academy. Thomas Garrett. I thought Barnett went to University of Texas. Did he not go to University of Texas? Was he not a Longhorn? The Eagles wanted CeeDee Lamb. Thomas, they didn't want him enough. They pulled a Dallas, and we don't move up anymore. Ever since we got burned with Claiborne, the corner out of LSU, Stephen Jones is a little gun shy. So Morris Claiborne, that's it. Remember that name? We thought we were getting the next, the next Revis Island. Like we didn't get Revis Island, we got Fantasy Island. Howard Dickerson heading back to the grind. Got peace on 17. It goes in today, massive. Yeah, is it? Yeah, that's the way it works. Tomorrow there won't be shit. All right, man, I'll talk to you. I got a minute left, Howard. I'm out of here, too. Marlon the Wizard. Keep watching J.J. McCarthy, and I don't know. I see something with him. Maybe I am wrong, but Dallas can draft him as a future QB. Who knows? I like J.J. McCarthy, but then we got to get rid of Trey Lance. He got to go. So, Oscar, what's up, buddy? Okay, he was at the Volunteers. You would know that, wouldn't you? Barnett broke Reggie White's sack record at Tennessee. Gotcha, Howard. Thank you. Stephen Jones is more than a little gun shy. Yep. Stephen Dollar Bill Jones is stuck in the past. Dollar Bill. We got to call him Dollar Bill now, Thomas. That's funny. All right, everybody. No more Michigan players. I'm with you, man. No more. Sorry. But that's my half hour. I got to roll. I will talk to everybody later. I'm most likely doing a live stream tonight at some point. So stay tuned. Late. Peace. Bye.